Hello, guys. Welcome back to another live, and we are here with Abel to talk about the India's ODI squad, which just came out now against which India is going to be playing against West Indies at home. And
Yeah,
so the squad goes like this: Rohit Sharma is the captain, KL Rahul is the vice captain, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav, Shreyas Iyer, Deepak Hooda, Pant, Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, Washington Sundar, Ravi Bishnoi, Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, and Avesh Khan. So
yeah,
overall, what I would say about the squad is it's a really good squad. And one person whom I find who made his way in here uh, like very sudden is Deepak Hooda. I mean, I didn't expect him to be
yeah,
here, not at all. And talking about another player who has missed out a lot, who was really unlucky in the past few months or so, is Washington Sundar. I hope he actually makes a really good comeback into the squad and gives some match-winning performances for India. And overall, and yeah, talking about another player who has found his way into this team is Ravi Bishnoi, great spinner, if you can say. We have seen him in the IPL a lot, and coming as an under 19 player, I guess he kind of deserves this call up as well. So and overall, it's a really good squad. To- Yeah, and I missed out Avesh Khan.
you
He
can read
was
on the T20 squad as well.
yeah okay. Yeah, T20 squad is Rohit Sharma is the captain, KL Rahul is the vice captain. You got Ishan Kishan, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Suryakumar Yadav, Pant, and we got Venkatesh Iyer, Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, Ravi Bishnoi, Aksar Patel, Yuzvendra Chahal, Washington Sundar, Siraj Bhuvaneshwar, Avesh Khan, Harshal Patel.
Yeah,
So almost the similar squad against similar squad of the ODIs which we have seen, which we have just read out right now. And yeah, Harshal Patel is back into this T20 squad. Uh, yeah, and Blessed is almost similar to what we saw in the ODIs. And Bhuvaneshwar is not part of the ODI squad. Bhuvaneshwar is not part of the ODI squad. I guess he's not part of the ODI squad. And that's all, I guess. Abel, what do you think about the squad? And what do you make
uh,
of it? Like, is it a really good
yeah.
squad or is it
If
like,
you tell me what the squad has been for the West Indies series, I see there has been some new inclusion, especially in the one-day format. It has been the inclusion of Deepak Chahar. It has not really surprised me because they have now looked past Venkatesh Iyer. If I'm not wrong, Venkatesh Iyer is not part of the ODI setup for the Indian team for one days against West Indies, and it shouldn't surprise many because you know I felt he should have been given a longer rope, but now selectors have taken a call. They want a solid number six batsman there, and Deepak Huda has done pretty well. Deepak Huda has been the surprising inclusion. I'm sorry if I mentioned Deepak Chahar earlier. It is Deepak Huda has been included. Deepak Huda's, he has been a proven candidate in the domestic circuit, right? And he has the ability to chip in with the ball as well. He can be a six bowling option, though he will not be the pace bowling all rounder. He will be that six bowling option. And looking at Deepak Chahar or Shardul Thakur's bat at number seven for India in the series, which means India can still play with three pacers and go with two spinners. Now, the surprising thing is Kuldeep Yadav is back in the one-day squad, so we might see the Kulcha duo again reuniting for India, which is massive again because this is a duo which split apart after the England match in 2019 World Cup. They're going to be back again. They're going to be reunited, and it's going to be massive because the way in which these both have done well in for India previously. That means that India is looking at spinner in combination, attack through the middle overs, and having Kuldeep and Chahal do means that they are looking at picking up wickets, and that's where you might see the philosophy of someone like Rohit Sharma coming into play as well, because Rohit Sharma has been that kind of player. Who has been tactically very astute, and he might have a clear plan as to now he wants to invest in Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal moving forward. And I'm quite excited. I'm quite elated about this squad, and I'm looking forward for the series, frankly.
yeah, so another thing that we have to talk about is Deepak Chahar and his batting performances, which has impressed us
Yeah,
all. Uh, and obviously, you can use now. You have Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur to be the pace bowling all-rounding options for India. So, do you think now? Where do you think these two will play in this 11?
I think one
Because
of
there's
them
no
will.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
Yeah, I
One
think
of
one
them,
of them.
or do you see both of them playing together?
No, I don't see them both. For me personally, I don't want them both to play together because it makes the bowling lineup very one-dimensional, which India suffered in South Africa. Because the moment you have these both are more like 120-ish, 130-ish kind of bowlers. That makes the bowling kind of very one-dimensional. That's where I would have one of them to play, and it would for me in limited overs cricket it will be Deepak Chahar. Hard on Shardul Thakur because he has done well, but Deepak Chahar has the ability to pick up wickets up front. Is the reason why we should have him. So I've got Wasim asking Shami should be included in the one day squad. Yes, Wasim, the report has come from BCCI that Shami has been rested for the first for the one day and T20 series. Thanks, Wasim, for the question. I hope I've answered it. But Shami's resting means that they are looking at him. They're looking to preserve him for the Test series against Sri Lanka, which will be a big match. Which will be a big Test series as well in terms of WTC because India currently is in a spot of bother, especially when it comes to WTC after having lost in South Africa. So Shami has been rested and Bumrah as well. So it's a big opportunity for someone like Siraj and Avesh Khan as well.
Yeah, true. You can see both of them maybe playing together. Actually, with the you see Jasprit Bumrah is missing out this T20. I mean ODI. Is he there in the T20 series? I don't think so. Yeah, he's not there in both ODI and T20 series.
Who
So you can see, huh?
Who again? Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, is it?
No, I'm talking about Jasprit Bumrah. He's missing
Jasprit
out in
Bumrah.
both the
Yeah.
ODI and T20. So you might, or maybe we can confirm that these two will be the players if they are fit. Avesh Khan and Siraj, maybe these two will be the bowling options, the main bowling options for India. The
Correct,
key.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
I'm also looking at, one option I would really want India to explore is the likes of Avesh Khan because Avesh Khan was very impressive in the IPL and he was able to do pretty well in terms of he was able to deliver those crucial wickets for Delhi time and time out. So Avesh Khan, if he's given the run in either of the formats, it'll be helpful for him, especially in T20s is where I'm looking at him because the next World Cup is in Australia in 9 months' time and he's a kind of hit the deck baller who will get that extra pace off the surface and that's where Avesh Khan will come in handy alongside Siraj and Bumrah. And I am looking at Deepak Chahar as a number 7 option in this one day squad. And his batting exploits and his ability to clear the rope with ease is the reason. Maybe he might not come off every match, but if you can, stick on to him, he can deliver in either of the department. Especially in the new ball department, he's someone who can pick up wickets up front. Area where India has been really struggling has been the area to pick up wickets in the power play. If you look, India's bowling average it was 132 before that third one day between India and South Africa. India's bowling average was 132. India was just able to pick up 10 wickets. And that's where I believe someone like Deepak Chahar will come in handy. If you remember, Sport Intellects' first ever article was on this. If you guys can roll back, go to our Instagram, you can see that we did discuss
On
about
picking
it
up
way.
wickets in the power play.
Yeah, wickets in the power play. We did discuss back in 2020 about the same issue, and now we are sticking to our word that Deepak Chahar is a very important, vital cog in this batting and the bowling lineup as well.
Yeah, that we did that back in to 2020 when Australia was India was going on, and we actually
Yeah.
lost that ODI series. And uh, yeah, we almost missed out, man. Harshal Patel, who's been back into the squad. What do you think about that? Like, he'll be the sure starter for you, yeah?
If you can, if I may tell you that Ashal Patel is a very good option for India because of his ability to do change of pace, and he's a very useful candidate as well up in the middle overs, especially in T20 cricket. I would say because. But I don't really see him make that squad to Australia because of one reason. Australia's kind of bowling variety might not suit him, might not suit the way in which the pitches are over there. But one thing is for sure that Harshal Patel will be a useful addition in these two series, but definitely not an option for me going into that Australia T20 World Cup. Maybe in one day World Cup, they could probably try him because he also is a good handy batsman. Let's not forget that. Uh, Other than that, I believe Kuldeep is one person I'm really looking at. What do you think, Sankey, about the squad? What is your opinion on this?
Yeah, actually, but in the T20 squad against West Indies, you gotta say Venkatesh Iyer is back in the squad. So where do you actually play him? He's not. I don't think so. He's been working out in the middle order for India, and he's not giving that overs. Maybe he might be given to ball this series, but him in the middle order, I don't feel it's been working out well.
You are right in terms of that because I believe if you look at the way in which the Indian team has operated in the last 1 year, we are looking at that fast bowling all rounder, and maybe Venkatesh Iyer they would want to invest him, especially in the one day format, especially in T20 format rather than one day format, because in one day format you saw that he was not able to really make that impact. Him coming in during that 30 overs period of time, 40 overs, he is not the kind of player who has got the ability to clear the routes. Maybe he did quite well in the Vijay Hazare Trophy, but let's just come to the fact that there's a huge difference between Vijay Hazare Trophy and international cricket, and that's where probably he lies behind. And in T20 cricket, I still see him as a utility player. Maybe he can come in and change the match. Maybe he can bat number five, number six. It all depends on how much he can offer with the ball as well. If he's just playing as a batsman, I would never have him in the squad. And if Hardik Pandya puts in some important performances for his franchise, which is Ahmedabad now, he would be definitely the candidate to fill in that number six position because in Australia last time around Hardik Pandya really lit it up for India. So I'm expecting Hardik Pandya to return once he can do both the facets of the game pretty well. If he is well fit and if he can ball 4 overs and if he can offer with the bat, there is nothing like it because Hardik Pandya is an X factor player which our country really lacks. Let's talk about Rishi Dhawan because people are talking about it. What do you think about that exclusion? People thought Rishi Dhawan would be included, but unfortunately he's not picked. So what do you think about that? Because he's also a fast bowling all rounder.
Yeah, I mean he's similar to what Harshal Patel did in few seasons back in the side Mushtaq Ali. He did almost similar to what he did in the Vijay Hazare. He got a crucial amount of runs and a crucial amount of wickets. Actually, uh, many people thought he might be in the squad, but I think there is unfortunately there is no space for him in the squad. Like, I mean, who do you take out in this? Maybe Prasidh Krishna.
No, I won't take out Prasidh Krishna because I would stick with him because I see a future with Prasidh Krishna, especially going ahead. I don't know how far it'll pay off for Indian team, but from what I've seen of Prasidh Krishna, he's been a very important bowler for India in terms of the way he's a tall bowler, he's skilly customer, and I might not really invest him in T20 cricket, but in one day cricket and in Test format. I would like to blood him in because I've seen him ball in Vijay Hazare Trophy. I've seen him ball with Karnataka. He's got that express pace. He's very tall as well. So he can extract that bounce of those surfaces where it requires Indian bowlers to extract because he's a kind of customer which Indian bowlers lack. The height, and he is 6 feet tall, and once he starts hitting the deck and once he gets his length, none like it. And that's why I believe Prasidh Krishna should be stuck onto. Not in T20 cricket, probably, because I don't really find T20 as a strong format, but I see one day cricket and Test cricket as a strong format. He's more like a Mohammad Shami kind of a character, I feel.
Yeah, and Prasidh Krishna had a really decent run last time when England had come on and toured India, where he had picked a 4 wicket haul in his debut.
Yeah,
So
true.
I guess he is a good pick in the ODI squad. Yeah,
Yeah, he is. He is. I believe he is a good pick
because
in the
the
one day.
height and the bounce which he might offer is very different to what others might have here.
Yeah, and I think one area which India will be happy with is maybe one area they want to try out is Ruturaj Gaikwad. Now he's been picked for his third Indian series, and I hope he gets a chance in this series now that he has been picked. KL Rahul will be missing out on the first ODI, so I'm expecting Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan to open. But if Ruturaj can be given a go, and probably they can tell to Shikhar Dhawan that we are not going to negotiate with your position, you are the strong contender. But as a backup opener, come the World Cup, you don't want a situation like what happened back in 2019 where Shikhar Dhawan was out. Though you had KL Rahul chipping in, but KL Rahul was given that position of number four. Then you don't want a number four, number five conundrum again. Let Rahul be your number five. Rahul did exceedingly well in number five. I'm looking at Rahul playing at number five. There should not be any negotiation. Pant at four, Rahul at five, or the otherwise Pant at five and Rahul at four. Then you're going to have probably Deepak Huda at number six or Surya Kumar Yadav at number six. But I would go with Deepak Huda because he can offer with the ball and you want someone offering with the ball because you cannot go in with the modern game with just five bowling options. Let's be very clear with that. Maybe Indian team also should be looking into that. And I want to see a change in the brand of cricket as well. Now that the team has been announced, I hope Indian team adapts to the modern trends of playing that aggressive brand of cricket, which Rohit Sharma did confirm during his interviews in the past that they would want to go on to score 180 even after being three down in the power play. If they can do that, it'll be great. It'll be great news for India. I believe India have got that firepower to do that. Maybe it might not come off every day, but that's how England did it. I remember Morgan's statement after the New Zealand match in 2015 where they got bowled out in 48 overs. Morgan came out and said that we might have got bowled out, but this is the exact brand of cricket we want to continue playing. That's where I believe that Indian team should adapt to that brand of cricket, and Indian team has all the capability to do that. So, people are very bashing at Rishabh Pant, but I absolutely love the intent which he showed, though he got out on the first ball. But the intent which he showed is the right way in the modern game.
Yeah, talking about that, England actually plays some really fearless cricket. What from compared to what we play, we play a lot of, we play very defensive. According to like when we compare ourselves to them, they they actually uh, they actually just go after every ball. You just can't be defensive nowadays. You'll be really lacking behind.
Yeah, very true. Because we've seen that in the past. We've seen that in the South African series as well. Where did we lose? We just lost because of template at which we played. We set up good scores in the first match. In the second match, I felt were short 30 to 40 runs. We were very defensive in that middle period, and I thought I've never seen a boring face of cricket except for Rishabh Pant. KL Rahul was struggling, and we were struggling to Aiden Markram, who's a part-time spinner, and you cannot afford to struggle like that in modern game. That's where I feel India should change the brand of cricket. India should look into a positive approach. And I believe we've got all the arsenal, we've got all the ammunition to fire, like Rishabh Pant. We've got Rohit Sharma, who has proven, Shikhar Dhawan. Virat Kohli can probably play that anchor because every firepower teams needs an anchor. In England, you have a David Malan or a Joe Root. You have every team has got that. Maybe Virat Kohli can be an anchor who other batsmen can play around and other batsmen can go from ball one. And maybe we can, we might lose wickets initially, but that does not matter. Then that's how you're going to play. That's how you're going to come out, especially in the modern game, because modern game demands such kind of playing because you cannot be scared to lose wickets. And especially in power play, if you're two down or three down, it's about putting that score on the board.
I think in South Africa, what we missed was KL at number five or number four. So
Yeah.
when KL plays in number five or number four, that it's there's a flexibility and there becomes a stability which comes to the team. You can actually just it's a really flexible order when KL comes to number four or number five. You can have you can push KL at four, you can push KL at five, and you also have Rohit and Dhawan opening. But in South Africa, unfortunately, we didn't have Rohit, or you could have actually opened with Ruturaj Gaikwad also. That's what actually I guess what we missed out in South Africa. And
Yeah, I've got a message saying Gail is his cousin from CT Criminal. Good luck to your cousin, I would say. Yeah, coming back to your question, I felt personally that missing out on a player like KL Rahul was a big mistake. KL Rahul, he felt like when there was a huge hole in missing Rohit Sharma, he could have probably opened the batting to take the response, but it was wrong. I felt this was the right opportunity where they could have given Rituraj Gaikwad a run and KL Rahul should have stuck to his position. Now what? He's going to come down the order or is he going to bat up the order? Why would you want to mess with something you're doing so well? And that's exactly what costed us the series, middle order conundrum, which we've been talking for last 7 years. It's not now which is it has begun. For the last 7 years. Since 2015 World Cup, we are hunting down for the middle order. When you thought there was a middle order which was formed in the likes of KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, and Shreyas Iyer, it's all gone again. Now that's where I feel KL Rahul has done so well in the last 2 years in the middle order for India. He should have continued there, and that's where he has done well. I feel he's more positive when he comes in the middle order. I feel he's taking more responsibility. He's able to control the innings because he's the kind of player, he can really, if there's two down for 10, he is an opener where he can soak up the pressure. That's where his utility comes into play. And he alongside Rishabh Pant would have made a good combination in the middle order. And that's what I'm looking at in the West Indies series as well.
yeah, and also we got Suryakumar Yadav who actually played a good knock in the last ODI.
Yeah.
And actually, him coming back is also really to play the spin, which actually Suryakumar Yadav plays exceptionally well. and I guess he's one of the players in India who actually plays spin really well. Uh,
Yeah.
and looking at the other squad, actually, the only thing which brings joy is Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal coming back into the squad, where you
Yeah.
might see both of them bowling together, but you don't have a man behind the stump. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's going to be a big factor as well. You saw their success was at their prime when Dhoni was behind the stump. But I don't believe in such things in cricket because it's about your mental capability as well. Maybe Dhoni did motivate them a lot more than probably Rishabh Pant or other keepers would have, but it would bring them some confidence. I believe if Kuldeep is given the confidence, I believe Rohit's the kind of captain who can really motivate the players, and I've seen him do it in Mumbai Indians. He's a good player and he's good in reigniting the players' confidence. And if Kuldeep Yadav can be reignited, and if KL also can get back to their best, the World Cup is in India next year, and there'll be nothing like this. That 20 overs will hold the key for India going into that 50 over World Cup, which is just 1 year away. And also Surya Kumar Yadav, as you mentioned, will be huge part of India's plans because next World Cup is going to be in India, and if the pitches are going to turn even slight bit, that's where you would need someone like Surya Kumar Yadav to come in and play the kind of knocks which he plays for Mumbai and Vijay Hazare Trophy when they are under pressure. So I'm expecting him also to be a huge part of the plans. I don't know where they will use him. If they're using him at six, it's also a good option. But I would like to see Deepak Huda at number six. We can
Yeah.
probably end with
And one more question: do you think that Ravi Bishnoi is going to get a ball at the ODI or the T20?
see Ravi Bishnoi's inclusion is a very good one, but I don't know at what place he'll be playing. Is he going to replace Chahal? I see him a light to light replacement for Chahal. Or if Kuldeep is not playing, I don't know if both Bishnoi and Chahal can make the same team because one thing it won't be a bad idea as well. Why I say that is because Bishnoi is a very different kind of a leg spinner when it comes to leg spin bowling, and Chahal is totally of a different school of leg spin bowling. If they both play together, it can really complement each other. I remember when Murugan Ashwin and Bishnoi played together in Punjab for a brief period of time during 2020 IPL. They did get quite a good success in that period where they both clicked well. They went on to win 5 matches in a row with their good leg spin bowling. And because Bishnoi is quicker through the air and he's tough to get away with, his ball doesn't really turn leg spin. His ball are the ones which slides on, and with his special variety is his googly. Let me say that. So two leg spinners who are totally different character can play together as well. So not a bad option to play both together if Kuldeep is not really chipping in. And that's where I would like to see what is going to be India's combination. And I would really love to see Ravi Bishnoi make the cut for India and be in the playing 11.
Yeah, that's a strong point. Yeah, that you've just made. It's true that maybe two leg spinners can actually play together.
Yeah.
And I guess we can end the live here. Thank you guys all for watching.
Yeah, thank you
Please
guys for
tune
your
in for
questions.
more.
Very good. I hope you put in with some really big questions. Subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon. We'll be coming live again.